Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another apartment build. This week we're building on Spice Market. We are doing a semi-industrial, it's not completely industrial. Don't you worry, don't you worry. I started going kinda way too industrial, but then I was like, I don't want another industrial house. So don't you worry, we're done with industrial houses and apartments and industrial. Anything, because I know this, I guess 30 days, I think I released 3 industrial builds. So we have the speed build that I released this week, the warehouse, we have, I guess, factory, however you want to call it. We have the firehouse karaoke thing, which was industrial, and we have the other apartment which I built. It was basically the first apartment that I actually released, even though I built them all the same day. So don't you worry, for the next, I guess, at least 1 month, we don't have any other industrial apartments planned. Don't you worry, you can actually relax and enjoy it, because I'm kind of fed up with the entire industrial thing. I know, I feel you, don't worry. It has a bit like of industrial, right? Just a bit. And basically it's because the exterior has bricks, and I don't know. I guess I kinda get inspired from it. I guess so. So this house is for 2 sims. It does not have room to expand. It is a starter house though. It is a starter house, but not for 1 sim. It's not a house, it's an apartment. Not for 1 sim, but 2 sims. So you need to have 2 sims to be able to buy that with your starter money. If you don't, sadly, then you cannot buy that. It is a bit on the expensive side, I guess, for 2 sims, but I really like how it turned out. Actually, when I was building, so one day I sat down after I was done with my midterms, and I built 4 apartments, and I had to basically schedule them somehow on how they're going to go live. And this was definitely my favorite of these 4 that I've built that time around. And the only reason that didn't came first was because when basically I asked my boyfriend's opinion, he was like, I prefer the yellow one. And I'm like, but why? No, I was like, why? Don't you like that? This looks so cool. Why don't you like that? And he's like, it looks girly. I'm like, why does it look girly? Because if, in my mind at least, girly is something that it is pink. And I grew up in a house that my mother loved purple. She is obsessed with purple. Like their entire bedroom is purple. Like everything. The beddings, the walls, the living room is purple, and I grew up to hate purple. Because when she bought me something, it was purple, and I'm like, I hate purple. Because she liked it so much. Reverse psychology. Yeah, don't judge me. So I grew up to hate purple. After working with myself for a few years, I decided that I like purple, but only royal purple. And in my mind, purple is not a girly color, And when I was about to live in with my boyfriend, my main goal was not to make the house be girly, to feel it like his house too, I'm not the only one living here, and I didn't want him to feel like, I guess, my dad probably feels, because everything in the house is a purple tone type of thing. So yeah, that was definitely not my goal. And we don't have anything like as come from the color side. Like our walls are gray, white, and few tones of red. Now 1 tone of red, like, I guess, elements of red. And we have a lot of black. We played on that palette around the house, I guess the apartment. furniture, probably. I don't know. And I was like, yeah, he designed few of these things, so he probably likes them too, reasons. In my mind, this is how my mind works. And when he told me, this is purple, this is a girly one, so don't start with a girly one, I got a guess on an identity crisis, because I started realizing that few elements of our apartment are girly, because we have a lot of fluffy things. And when I mean a lot of fluffy things, we have fluffy rugs, we have fluffy pillows, we have a lot of glitter, we have a lot of sparkly things, just to give you an idea. Our bed has, like, how few beds have, I guess, you can say, like, built-in pillows in the back of them. Those pillows are glittered, like, they shine. They are black, but they shine. No, they're not black, sorry. They are white, but they shine. And the bed also has, like, few crystals in top. So I'm starting to realize that our apartment screams, oh gosh, a girl lives here. So I guess this is a girly apartment. I don't know. Why don't boys like purple? Is it too purpley? And when he told me that, when I try to build something that it is for girls, I usually name it like bachelor, or I guess bachelorette, or girly, and I use pink. I don't use purple. So yeah, I thought I should probably change all of this and probably change the color of them. So I load the game and I realized that I don't like any of the other stuff, like of the other colors, because basically the main thing that I guess the purple I got inspired for purple is the curtains, which I really love the curtains, and it had a similar color of piano and it matched with the bed and everything was perfect. So I'm so upset that this turned out to be girly, but here you go, a girly apartment. I don't know, I feel bad for it being girly and I tried to save it, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't. So in my mind, I'm gonna say that in this house, apartment, I don't know why I keep calling them houses, maybe two sisters live, or a girl that it is some sort like me and has filled the house with purple, and I have filled the house with fluffy and shiny things. Even though, in our world, there's nothing that can scream a girl lives here. But on the decorations, I guess, crap. I don't know. I got terrified when I realized that. To be honest, I got kind of terrified because I felt like I'm turning into my mother. Yeah, there you go. Here are my fears and anxieties. So, at that moment, I was not like up to, I guess, a bit earlier in the video, I was not going to make it into a starter apartment. It was not on my head like that is gonna be a starter apartment, because as I told you in the previous, I guess, apartment builds, if you've seen them, I try to basically create different apartments for different people in each building. And we already, in this specific building, I think it is on the Spice Market, it is the one that has 4 apartments on it, and I think it's called Cold Pepper, I'm not sure, something of that sort. I recall it because I was actually written that down so many times the past couple of days when I was planning the apartments. So yeah, I think it's there, and I tried to basically create apartments for different people, and we already have a starter apartment for an entire family of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6 people. Seems, I guess, not people. And I decided, you know what, let's just not make another apartment for like that it has an industrial theme. So Yeah, and it is expensive. That's why I went with that. And here are the screenshots. So if you want to download this apartment, as per usual, the link is in the description down below, or you can search my username in the gallery, which is the exact same as here. The apartment is ready to be placed, so you don't have to put any walls or anything. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye!